Good evening, everyone. We got quite a few people in here already. Kara, welcome. Tara, good to see you. Luna, Jade, good to see you. Uh, Cal, good to see you. And Purified, welcome. Okay, real quick, this has been an exhausting week, and it's actually raining here now. It's been threatening to lull me to sleep. I actually almost fell asleep waiting to get the stream started. So I will probably be going to bed early myself tonight and take advantage of this nice, relaxing rain. But that being said, if you see me squinting at the chat, it is because I'm exhausted and tired. So if I missed something, I apologize ahead of time. T Busy, welcome. And Angelica, good to see you. Yes, if you are in here, give us a thumbs up. Looks like everyone actually already has already. You're ahead of me on that one. Great. So, like I said, this week has been exhausting for me. I've been working a bit more on that Fey path working, which it's really, it's definitely an intense path working. But I am enjoying it. I'm learning a lot. I've had a lot of work to do with friends and whatnots that I've had to get done. So it's just been one of those weeks where everything's just kind of hitting at once. Um, but so I think, well, yeah, I'm not getting much sleep this week. That's pretty much the short of it. But it has been a good week. Also, can't really share the details of it, but got a lot of good news this week, and things that are long term been moving and hopefully should be concluding very soon and closing down, and things I've been looking forward to coming to pass. So that's all good things there. Tara was hailing at my place a few hours ago. We didn't get any hail, but oh dear God, we had wind so strong we had horizontal rain. It was kind of cool. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. I love storms though. That's me. They're kind of my relaxation thing. And then this week has just been so rough. Even though it's been productive, it's been rough. So now that we're getting these storms and this rain, my body's just like, okay, time to go to bed. So after stream, I probably will go ahead and wind down and head to bed, take advantage of this stuff. It's always good to take advantage of that and do a little self-care if you can, you know what I mean? Let's see. Joanne, welcome. Ms. Witz, good to see you. Jamu, does it help to work with a god that specializes in your birth chart element? Not really. I've seen a lot of people research this, and honestly, the gods really don't care about our birth charts. That if what you're working with them falls into their preview, they'll work with it. They don't really care too much about that. I think we're all a little tired there, Kara. It's all right. We can be tired. It happens. Cal, the rain is nice until you remember you live in a late Victorian house and the roof leaks. Yeah, leaky roofs are a pain. I've been there. I have been there. We also get a lot of flooding where I'm at. So, we always got to be aware of those kinds of things. So, yeah. But it has been a very good week all in all. Many of you know it's 4th of July is coming up. Actually, I believe Magical Coffee Hour is going to be streaming on the 4th of July. We will be at streaming. However, I do live in a town that is very patriotic, and well, it's a military town, so we'll see how noisy it gets. I'm sure we'll have people setting off fireworks and everything and having a big old time. And I'm okay with that. In fact, I'll probably be out in the backyard when I'm not streaming in order to watch them. So that'll be a lot of fun. Let's see. Is it okay to build a genuine and loving relationship with your familiar? Yeah. I mean, you can. Love is not limited to the physical. It isn't. Um, Now, you do have to understand that depending on the familiar type and whatnot, familiars can move on. They may not stay with you your entire life, but that's kind of the catch 22 of love. You get to express that emotional connection and attachment, but there's also the emotional separation that eventually comes along the lines. So it's okay. In fact, I know many magicians actually find it beneficial to build that friendship, that bond, and that connection. Cara, I love the background setup. Thank you, thank you. We actually sell these at workingdragonmystic.com. It's the Dragon's Eye seal. You can get the tapestry and use it as a circle or a wall hanging. So we made sure they are available. And I actually hung it up to utilize it and to show it off, and it made the perfect background. So other than not only do I use it for my magical work, we keep it in the background most of the time. Occasionally we switch it out for something different. Yeah, this is the medium. This beast behind me is the medium. And it's not even all on camera. So, I mean, it's a huge one. I don't, I'm half tempted to buy the other two just to see what the size difference is. But um, the large one, I'd almost be afraid to see how big that one is. Cara plan. Oh, cool! Definitely, you'll like it. They're really well made. One of the reasons I make sure to buy one for myself is I do a lot of outdoor work. I go hiking, stuff like that. So I've been taking this with me to see how durable it is. This thing has been holding up very, very, very well. So they are definitely good quality and every bit worth it. A12, good to see you. Large one is large. Oh, did you get the large one, Cal? Yeah. Mugs up on that one. Oh, yeah, we also sell coffee cups that have it on there. See, look at that. That's what I'm drinking out of tonight. Peachy, welcome. Glad you can make it. So, update. We didn't really do the vlog this week because it didn't have enough to really necessarily talk about. But I did finally get to the eye doctor and get an official look-see at my eye, because in the vlog I mentioned that the floaters that I've had in this eye developing seem to disappear. Well, she actually got in there, got to looking around, and she actually looked extra deep because I did mention it to her. And she confirmed, yes, the floaters that had been there, gone. She asked if I'd done anything different. I mentioned the change in my diet and eating habits. And she admitted she can't say that she's heard of that, but it makes some sense knowing what she knows of it. And she's actually going to do a bit more reading and research and check some of the journals that she can get a hold of, see if there's anything on it. So definitely this change of eating, not only is it helping my energy and just my overall health, but it's actually healing my body in ways that I wasn't expecting. So that's really cool. Oni-chan, good to see you. Oh, yeah, be sure to hit the thumbs up, people. Give us a like. It tells that algorithm you like what we're doing. That way they'll show it to more people. More people can find the channel. More seekers can get this information. That's okay, Oni-chan. It's a lazy night. It's been raining here, and I'm a little out of it. But lazy nights are good too. So. I have been thinking about doing Magical Coffee Hour with a bit more of a topic, or either the research and ramblings, going back to topic style episodes just to kind of keep things on focus a little more. I've also had a few requests for that, so we'll see about that. The trick is always having a topic. So it might be one of those things where we do a topic if I have a good topic. Otherwise, we'll continue to do what we're doing and just get in there and answer questions and have a good time. Jamu, can you have this? Can you have the same familiar? Yes. That cares for you? Not necessarily. You aren't the same person at all. So caring for you and loving you would not actually function, even energetically, because you're even an entirely different piece of your soul. And each soul has drastically different personality traits. So other than the fact that you're a piece of the larger you, individually, you're nothing like yourself at all. So you're not, if anything, that actually makes it harder to reconnect with a familiar because they remember you this way, and now you're this way. You're a completely different person in practically all ways. Now, that's not to say they won't seek you out and try to continue to help you, but the relationship and the bond will be drastically different. Drastically different. The romanticized love and light view of past life relationships that has sprung up in the modern time, it really doesn't hold any water. And if anything, it works as a trap to get people stuck living in the past and not progressing. I don't know if it's meant deliberately as a trap, but that's exactly what the mentality has done to people. If I had to guess its mentality, I don't think it was malicious, but I do think it helps to sell books and readings at county fairs. Ego vibration and you are two different things. Also, when you're doing past life regression, your current ego switches over to the different lives. You're not actually, it's the current you that is slipping back. You're not actually plugging into the actual soul fragment, personality, and ego of that life, if that makes sense on a channel. Kara did the Dragon's Flame ritual a few times, but I didn't feel anything. Why was that? Depends on how new to the practice you are. If you're very new, you could just not be able to pick up on energy shifts just yet. Could be you're not allowing yourself to get into the visualizations well enough. It could be that you're actually closed off a little bit from those energies for whatever reason, nervousness or anything. I'd say keep at it. Do the ritual and meditate in there and focus on the energy and actually deliberately put your focus there to try and feel it. Again, it depends on how new you are because starting to feel energy is one of the bigger obstacles for a lot of people when they first get started. Oni-chan, oh, that makes more sense now. No problem, Oni-chan. You got to remember, it's our current us that's slipping back into those. They're not even memories; they're just echoes of things that other us's have done. It's almost like just watching a historical documentary of somebody you don't even know. Hey, Halloween, glad you can make it. Adoba, yummo. Oh, really new? Then yes, you just need to work on developing feeling energy, which we have a few videos here on the channel talking about energy work and how to build up feeling energy. Also, check out our video on the arcane senses, Kara. Those will help you out a lot in those areas. I've heard of lightning magic. Lead gong sounds familiar, but I can't really comment on it. It's it sounds familiar. It's like back here, but I'm so tired. It's like I'm not being able to pull up that information. Bornoldas, hey man, welcome. Glad you can make it. So, but yeah, lightning magic. There's at least several different varieties of it and utilizations of it. Some people actually try to harness the static discharge and energy during the storm in order to focus and harness it into magic for manifestation. Great ways to do it. Then you have those magicians who actually try to control lightning strikes. So far, every magician who has provenly had any actual measurable luck ends up blowing themselves up. Now, I've seen a lot of people who claim to be able to do it, and anytime you ask to see their research notes or ask them to put their money where their mouth is, they suddenly can't do it. I've had the same thing with people's like, I can emotionally will it to rain anytime I want. Okay. I offer them $3,000. It's like, make it rain, dude. There's no rain. So there is a certain irony with that branch of lightning magic when the people who make that claim and they can actually back it up, they do tend to occasionally get struck because their ability to control it's not foolproof. And it's let's be honest, playing with lightning is dangerous, people. That's a lot of juice. Cal, what do I think about feng shui? Okay, you know what? This is an interesting one because by and large, we know energy moves like water. That means that if there's a rock in the river's got to move around the rock. But the river's going to flow easier without the rock. Can it move around the rock? Absolutely. Can the river be diverted by putting dams or whatnot in there? Yes. So, by this logic, it makes sense that how you set up your house and how you place your house so that the energy flows through it in a natural way easily, that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is saying that if I take my coffee pot and put it instead of on this side of the room, on that side of the room, I'm going to become rich. The energy is going to flow either way. What side the coffee pot on does not change the energy. It only changes the flow of the river. Like, let's go back to the rock in the river. I don't care where I put that rock. It's the same river. The water doesn't change. It's still the same river. Now, energy flowing in your life. If you have good, solid, unobstructed energy flow, that energy flow can be used to manifest. And for a magician, that's pretty handy. However, to claim feng shui as a science, I spent a little over $5,000, which a few of you in the Discords heard me talk about this when I was in Washington State. You got people who are literally going to the same school getting feng shui degrees and charging $1,000 or more to come in and tell you how to decorate your house to manifest. You pick a thing. I literally had 5 different people come into my house and tell me how to solve a problem. And all 5 of them gave me a different way that my house was set up. And the irony was, every time I had them come in, I had it set the way the previous person was there. And every time my house was a complete disaster, absolute disaster. Was not remotely going to help me manifest it. And to me, that is 5 out of 5 showing me that when it comes to paying somebody to come in and set your house up, save your money, it's bollocks. But to the energy flow concept, I do think there's something to the energy flow side of it. And that's the side we need to pay attention to. And if you understand energy work at its basic, what I would do, if when it comes to feng shui, I'd say you could learn more from Marie Kudo than probably one of these people charging you $1,000 to redecorate your house. Because think of how she, if you ever saw her show on Netflix, how she would do the little "let's talk to the house" thing. If you understand the energy in your house and you listen to it, and instead of you try to decorate your house around the natural energy flow thereof, that will maximize your manifestation results for what it is you're seeking. And as a magician, you should seek to be in constant control of that energy, not allow random happenstance to be there. And a good magician, you put them in any house, they'll still be able to control the energy. So is it helpful? Yes. Is it all it's cracked up to be? Probably not. I hope that answers your question a little bit there, Cal. Kara, I like your hat. Thank you. Thank you. I got this one and another one I usually wear. Appreciate it. Savon, welcome. There's a lot of things that use glamours to stay hidden. Hell, I do it from time to time. Anytime I'm going shopping, especially during the holidays, oh dear God, I will use glamours to be avoided. And so I can move in and out where I need to get what I need and get out. The only time I don't do this is when my wife is with me because she likes to shop. I don't shop. I got my list. I go in, point A, point B, point C, get the heck out. That's how I go in. She likes to look around, even if she don't want anything, need anything, or she just likes to shop. Which I go shopping with her. I love her to death and I love spending time with her, so I'll go shopping with her. I don't get it. That's fine. But I'm sure I do a lot of things she don't get. So, that's love for you. We get back on that love thing. But yeah, even I use glamours. Hell, the pizza fairies. Hey, pizza's good. Cal, yeah, it does. Okay, good. I'm glad it helped you out there, Cal, because like I said, think of it like a river, not like if your coffee pot's in the right place or not. Um, and you'll get a lot of really good results with it in that mentality. Actually, Oni Chan, no, no. When I go to a car dealership, I want to be seen. Um, I know how these guys think. In fact, actually, I used Magick to get my wife's car. I got it way, way below price, fully loaded and everything. A Ninja Drake emoji. Oh, Halloween. Don't go. Luna, you too. Oh. No, I love going to car lots and talking with the salesman. I do. I absolutely adore it. I want to be seen. Purified, how long have me and my wife been married? 21 years, actually, this past June. June 10th was actually our anniversary. As many of you know, she was deployed. I sent her a little gift. She managed to get me a gift. But we are still planning to celebrate together once she does get home. And, well, I don't think I can give exact time. So we'll say shortly. Let's say shortly. She is actually on the way home. And that I am so happy about that. I've missed that little shit so much. Is innocent somewhere. On a day that doesn't end in Y, Luna, you're innocent. Just wait for D&D. Oh, dear God, the D&D channel. Oh, Lord, the emojis you can do for that crap. Bernaldus. That's not a bad idea, Bernaldus. That really isn't. Although I think I prefer a slingshot. Get a little more range on it, you know? Oh, idea. Slingshot. Bouncy ball. Oh, we're going to have to try this now. I need to buy me a bag of bouncy balls and a hunting slingshot. Oh, yeah. Dang it, look at these ideas y'all putting in my head. How dare you give me bad ideas that are going to be great, great fun? So let's see. That is pretty good. Let's see. Terror. Are you and daughter Ween going to D&D with any other people when the channel is ready, or just the two of you? The channel's going to be ran by the two of us. We are discussing whether or not we want to record a game with 2 or 3 other people. I run for 3 people right now, and all 3 of them are okay being recorded and being uploaded to, because I think it'd be good to hear the shenanigans of, let's say, a non-professional game, because I know a lot of DMs out there who they really tear themselves down. They do great jobs as a running a game, but they tear themselves down because they've seen these professional DMs and they try to hold themselves up to this ungodly standard. Like some of you may have heard of Critical Role. It's something I recently found out about this year, but apparently it's been going for years. The DM in that game does a really good job, but he's also a professional voice actor. I can't do voices for squat. I really can't. So if I held myself to his, his method of doing it, I would seem like a crappy DM. I want people who want to run the game and who want to play the game to understand the game's about fun. And there's so many, many, many ways to do that, and so many ways to really approach it. So, yeah, we're looking at potentially recording some stuff. Use goggles when doing the bouncy ball thing. I've never used goggles with a pellet. We used to have pellet gun fights when I was a kid. Yeah, real loud pellet gun and BB gun fights. We had rules, like no headshots and 3 pump minimum, but we used to do it. We never wore goggles then either. So I'm hoping to get more people to reach out and try it. And I'm also going to give some of my Poor Man DM tips. That's a series I'm really wanting to do badly, is Poor Man DMing. Because I have had to find some really, really heavy workarounds. You're right, Savon. It is actually a great visualization exercise without even feeling like you're doing an exercise. And it does help with critical thinking and tactical thinking. It's really nice. Thank you, Tara. We appreciate it. A lot of people haven't, Car, and I don't honestly. I try not to talk about it too much on this channel because I don't want to get legitimate, real magic mixed up with D&D too much. So yeah, okay. D&D aside, do we have any actual metaphysical questions? On great dragons would be donuts. Now you're talking. Actually, don't sound bad at all. Shoot, the old groups I used to work with, they'd really get competitive over who got to kill the dragon, though, because then they'd all be fighting over the donut. Yeah, that's right. When you came out late, so it's going really, really well. I am still working with the first lady of the Fae, the Winter Court, which Mav has also been taking a very heavy hand in it. It's been exhausting. I won't lie about that. You've talked to me enough. You've probably noticed I'm running a little thin this week, but it has also been extremely fascinating, enlightening, and I can't even begin to measure how much I've learned in such a small period. And we're not far past the solstice. Um, and we're getting close to, I think, actually, I should be moving on to the next Lord or Lady soon. So it's been amazing, honestly. I'm taking in-depth notes as best I can because, again, I am wanting to try and process this into a full path working that I can share with you all very soon. And I'd like to get it to where, I get through this path working once and I can share it. If not, you can bet I'll be hitting it full steam ahead next year. But I'm adoring it. I did not think I'd enjoy working with the Fae as much as I am. Yeah, if D&D magic was real, I'd be slinging fireballs at anyone who annoyed me. I would not. I would be bad. I don't need D&D style magic. I really don't. Kara, would writing a letter being yeah, actually, yeah. Um, you're like I think the second person only who's brought this up, but we talk about developing that friendship and that repertoire with the guardian dragons and conveying that sentiment and that time that you put into them. One of the things that I'm kind of saddened that's lost is the time and effort that goes into a handwritten letter to a friend or a colleague, that the time to actually sit there and write it out and go through that process, because you convey a lot more in that than you do just an email. So the time, effort, and emotion that goes and the energy that goes into writing that letter to your guardian dragon and then offering that, placing it in your workspace as an offering. Absolutely. It's absolutely a fantastic offering, Cara. Wonderful idea. And you can either burn it and release the energy, or you can just leave it on the altar and let them take the energy out at their leisure. Either way you wanted to go about it. Me personally, I like to just leave it because letters are big and then they smoke and then fire alarms go off and it's a pain. How's Mab been lately? Mab's been Mab. That's about the best way I can put it. I mean, we are in the the northern hemisphere here. The Unseelies running the show again. So Mab is Mab, but she seems to be in a better mood than last year. Cal, question: is it possible a love finding spell could remove blockages to help you get the right person? Yeah, usually a lot of your good love spells actually do help remove blockages, and helps even work on you personally directly. Um, that can help you find that right person. Now, by right person, that's the right person, not a specific person you're hoping for. That's got to be a different thought process there. All right, Halloween asks about Fey blood and vampires working in Magick versus normal. Well, first off, you're going to be hard pressed to find a human that doesn't have Fey blood in them in this day and age. That's not really a special trait. So it's the saturation thereof. Categorically speaking, it's thought that the saturation can make energetic movement and instinctual ability to feel or move energy slightly easier. But it's also something that could be developed to be just as easy without it. And within the vampire communities of those who are vampires, not sorcerers who just do vampire magic, or those little people who like to cosplay vampires, those vampires, though, they do show an energetic almost deficiency. They also do show a similar ability to manipulate and move energy very easily. Though I would not wish being a vampire on anyone. That is a miserable life. Oh, no problem, Car. Like I said, it's a fantastic idea. It really is. See, Luna set the letters on fire. See, I knew somebody would have done it. Oh, that just makes me happy that it was Luna. Also, don't like yes, do not light candles under objects. Like, have you seen those square shelves? You see those in advertisements all the time as like altar shelves or something. You see the candle placed in the square. Don't do that. I've never seen one where when you light the candle, it doesn't heat the top section And I've seen those catch fire so many times. If you use a floating shelf, whether it's square, flat, I don't care what shape it is, put your candles on the top with nothing over it. If you cannot hold your hand there and leave it without feeling heat, you don't have the clearance. Yes, that is important. Thank you for bringing that up, Cal, because I've seen a lot of people catch houses on fire that way. Wizard Warrior, good to see you, mate. Also, be careful with microwaves. Yes, somehow our own Halloween here set her microwave on fire with no metal, just a plate and a bowl in the microwave. I still think there was something that she's not telling me as to why that crap caught fire, but then again, she's my daughter, technology. How many microwaves have I killed? I think I just killed our sixth one in 4 years. So that could be part of it. It's a talent. Oh, no problem, Cara. Look forward to seeing how you progress. Really do. Excited. Well, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't own a microwave after I just killed this last one. So I'm just like, eh. We'll see if when the wife gets home, if she misses it, because I don't really use it, especially the way I've been eating, because you don't microwave a freaking steak. Sheer talent. Well, Halloween, that's just how it is. That reminds me, Halloween's actually supposed to be visiting me. We'll see if we can drag her in on the camera when she's here. Lord help us on that. Pretty good questions, though. Car, I've yet to kill a microwave. Oh, give it time, Car. Give it time. Look at her. We'll see. So, no, electronics do occasionally malfunction around practitioners, and it's actually a common occurrence. So, we don't mind if you look like a gremlin, Halloween. You're our gremlin. No, we're not putting makeup on Drake. I go for the natural, grumpy old Southern look. No makeup needed. Ooh, yeah, I bet that was a fun one. Here you go, giving her ideas again, Luna. Ay. Oh, she does. I've seen her with them makeup quite a bit. She looks just fine. And I ain't saying that because she's my daughter either. She really does. Hey, look at you, Halloween, killing microwaves like a pro. There you go. This has been a very relaxed research and ramblings. Yes and no, Oni-chan. You got to understand, fox spirits. People use it like one all-encompassing. All fox spirits are the same. No, they're not. You do have fox entities amongst the fae that are fae entities. Then you also have fox spirits that are animal spirits of foxes. And it actually, where you, if you're looking in animal medicines and the likes of that and animal magics, that's what you'd be working with. And then you have fox spirits that are entities similar to the ones in Japan. And then you have fox spirits that are spirits that just assume the fox because of its mischievous nature and its playfulness, and they manifest in such ways. So, not all fox spirits are created equal, and you've got to understand exactly which ones it is you are working with. And actually, the Fae fox spirits, they can be mischievously prankful and fun or downright murderously vicious. Um, and it can be hard to tell until it's too late. So, no, not all of them are, but there are certain fox spirits that are Fae. But you actually, not all fox spirits are the same. And Jade, hey everyone. Oh, yeah, yeah, we got 22 people in here, 17 likes. Give me a thumbs up, people. Give us a thumbs up. Let's get those likes up there. Show YouTube you even like it when we're just chilling out in here and talking about blowing up microwaves for some reason. Car, what is a gremlin? A gremlin is a type of entity that is attracted to technology and modern devices, and they love to tinker with them, take them apart, and even rig them to malfunction. You will actually find gremlins a lot around areas of high technology. More specifically, military equipment. You see a lot of gremlin activity around military bases. In fact, my wife has actually worked to shoo some gremlins out when she was on a Navy ship or around the planes. So, yeah, gremlins can be a real problem when it comes to tinkering with your technology and stuff. Um, Most of them are not malicious. You will occasionally get a gremlin that literally kind of resembles the movie Gremlins and they're trying to really cause harm with their mischief. Most of them are just curious about technology and they love it. They absolutely love it. In fact, a good chunk of the knowledge of modern technology that the Fae have originally began to filter in through gremlins. Gremlins are a form of Fae. So, good question, though. Let's see here. Where is it? I'm lost again. That happens. He said it. Everyone drink. Really? Oh, Lord, born. Here we go. Have I heard about Cornish pixies before or Cornish knockers? Yes, I have. And it may be childish as hell, but there's a reason I remember the name Cornish knockers. Um, and they are It's been a while, but from what I remember of them, they are actually pretty mischievous. They're amongst the smaller style of phase, but yeah, I have heard of them. Um, it has been a while though, Cal. So I'd have to pull my notes on them for sure. Have I had any workings with the god Chaos, Chaos himself? Yeah, I've worked with him a time or two. Um, I actually relatively enjoyed it. Um, he and I have worked together off and on over the years for different things or different periods. Again, largely due to clients, but occasionally he'd stick his head in about work I was working on or theories I was tinkering with and help me out with those. I can see how he wouldn't be everyone's cup of tea, but I enjoyed him. Yeah, chaos is largely about change because things can't stay the same. They cannot. And most of your gods and goddesses of chaos, they deal, well, all of them actually, deal in change. Kara, question. All right, we're going to probably make this one the last question. Do I remember the first time I worked with a dragon? Um, yeah, I do. Um, the first time I worked with a dragon was probably my guardian, because that was actually the first dragon I was in contact with knowingly. Um, and I actually got started with Conway's books, which complicated things to say the least. Um, but my guardians were very energetic, a lot more energetic than I was expecting. Definitely playful. Um, and I'd say the first week, I was really doubting this crap because they reminded me more of children and cats that just couldn't focus for squat. Um, but I kept going, and I finally realized within that ball of energy and that youthfulness, there was a wisdom in there. And we started bonding quite a bit. And um, the drastic changes they brought to my practice over after that first week of me getting over what the crap's going on here. I'd say it only took 2 or 3 weeks for me to see massive, massive changes in my practice personally that they were bringing. And of course, it was after about 3 or 4 weeks that they decided, okay, you're going to go find your code now. Um, but that initial first 2, 3 weeks with them, I knew I'd found something special, and something that was really, truly going to be something that was going to be a part of my life for a while after that, and still is, because that was many, many, many trips around the sun ago. Have fun, Halloween. Have a good evening. All right. Yep. We're going to have to get off here too. You all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Have a lot of fun. And I am fighting a sneeze right now. Oh Lord, I hate. Don't you hate that? It's like you have to sneeze, but you can't sneeze, and at the same time you're fighting a sneeze. Oh God. Um. Oh, it's worse when you're on camera. Um. Have a great weekend, everyone. For those who are in tier 2 and tier 3 of the channel membership and the Patreon, spell working was done yesterday. I got I included all requests that I received, and I say we do our best, all of us, not just the members, to focus on freeing up as much of our time and our mastering our lives, our time, and how we choose to live it as we can this month. I think that would be a great way to focus it. And perhaps we'll talk a bit more on that Sunday with Magical Coffee Hour. It has been great getting in here and chatting with you all. I know this was a much more chill one, and I appreciate you guys bearing with me and understanding that I am a little tired this week. But you guys did still come up with some great questions. I enjoyed them. As always, it's great to get in here and chat with you all, let you know what's going on, let you know what we got coming up, and stuff like that. So until Sunday, everyone, have a great weekend. Stay safe and take it easy. Good night.